Out of combat, there are two types of progression. The first is through obtaining new skills. To do so, you have to pull at the Spirit Siphon right here, and there are multiple currencies you can use to pull. You can use Zenny, which is a free currency you win through playing matches, or you can use TP tokens that you get from either leveling up, or through the Battle Pass, or through paying for it with real money. And aside from these two, there are tickets that are occasionally given out for pulls. There are two types of tickets. There are seasonal tickets, which expire at the end of the season, and then there are these other tickets that expire in 2100. So, just make sure you use them before they expire. While some games have guaranteed 4 stars or something like that for every 10 pull or multi-pull, this is not one of those games. There currently is no difference between a single 10 pull and 10 single pulls. Now, if you unlock a skill with one of these pulls, you must use an appropriate character to have the skill equipped. However, the character does not have to be the specific character you pulled it on. For example, Piccolo is the only way to pull Barrier Auto Recovery. However, Android 18 also has that skill on her list. So if you have 18 or Piccolo as one of the 3 characters you've set in your loadout, you can still use Barrier Auto Recovery provided you have pulled it. It doesn't matter what level that each character is equipped on, as long as you have the character equipped as one of the 3 characters, you are fine. Characters with multiple passives are useful for having that ability for this reason. 18 in particular is really good. She has both Barrier Auto Recovery and VIP Special, both of which are really good skills to run. Using her, you'd only need to have 18 in one slot versus having to run both Piccolo and Yamcha in 2 different slots. That said, Piccolo is a very good character. His Special Beam Cannon is extremely powerful, and he's a fantastic character to have at level 3, so maybe you want to run Piccolo anyway, so if you want VIP Special, it wouldn't really make any difference. Additionally, every time a new character skin is released, it appears they'll come with a new skin as well, and you can use those skills while you have that character as your equipped skin. There's one way to bypass this requirement though, which is the second method of progression outside of matches. If you're wondering what that is, it would be the training room. Despite the name, the training room does not put you into a practice match or a training match. You do that in the menu, it's under the tutorial. Not like click into the tutorial, it is the third option on the menu when you're going into an online match. The training room allows you to level up active and passive skills. When a skill reaches plus 10, you can use it with any character equipped. That's why I can run so many different skills despite using only Yamcha. This also works for character skin abilities, which is how I run Bulma's bike despite not using the Bulma skin. Active skills have their cooldowns reduced when they are leveled up, but don't let the percentage rates fool you. Every level only reduces the cooldown of every skill by 0.25 seconds, universally. They just use different percentage rates to get that same reduction. At plus 10, an active ability loses 2.5 seconds from its cooldown, so if it had 60 seconds, it'll have 57.5, if it had 30 seconds, it'll have 27.5, and if it had 180 seconds, it'll have 177.5. At plus 20, this becomes 5 seconds, so a 30-second skill will have 25 seconds as its cooldown instead of 27.5. That is the difference between plus 10 and plus 20. If you want to know what 2.5 seconds feels like, it's about as long as the celebration animation when you finish planting a key. Now, even if you believe that the additional 2.5 seconds is worth it, the cost might beg you to differ. It costs about 5,500 of the flame currency that you use to upgrade skills to get a skill to plus 10. Then it costs another 5 times that to get it from plus 10 to plus 20. In the amount of cost that you could use to get a skill from plus 10 to plus 20, you could probably get another 3 or 4 skills to plus 10 and give you more flexibility in what you want to equip rather than, scrounging for that extra plus 2.5 seconds on your cooldown. Maybe when you've got everything unlocked, then you can go for that. Or if there's something that you really like, that you really, really want, 100% that 2.5 seconds is going to count, sure, go for it. But I don't think it's worth it. Now, passive abilities, they have their efficiency improved when you level them up. Once again, the base boost is generally all you really need, so plus 10 should be fine here as well, but for some of these, the percentage boost is a little bit more noticeable. For example, VIP Special goes from 25% all the way to 35% at plus 20, whereas it's 30% at plus 10. I don't know, you could say that getting that amount of Zenny is important, but I really don't think it's that important that you should go for plus 20 before getting plus 10 in everything you want that you don't really want to equip a character for. On the other hand, if you want to use a character and you think that their abilities are cool, then that's great. That's a skill you don't really need to get to plus 10, but plus 20 is still way too expensive. Now, another thing that you can do in the training room is you can buy new special moves here. The special moves are very expensive though. It's like 20,000 to 25,000 for any of the really good ones. So I would say just wait until you pull them unless you really want a special move, especially because special moves aren't going to be something that you're spamming all the time. You'll really use them only once a transformation, if that at all. I really don't recommend using special moves unless you're really about to kill the raider or somebody's, you got a whole team around them, or you're level 4. And if you're level 4, you've made a wish on the Dragon Balls. That doesn't happen every match. If you really think a special move is worth it, then go for it. Now, one important thing to mention for both of these things, special moves and passive and active abilities, is that there are no refunds, there are no takebacks, you cannot reset once you have spent that currency. So really, maybe you should just try using 3 different characters and use the ability you want to see if you really like. And then if you really do like it, then yeah, sure, get it to plus 10, go back to using 3 of your favorite character, and just have some fun. As for special moves, there's really no way to try them out without trying them out. So if you really like a special move, go for it, but that's part of the reason I really don't think they're that important. Now, raiders level up in a different area. Go to the menu and you'll notice a View All Raiders button in the bottom right. Click the appropriate prompt for your console to view them all. From here, you can go into their skills and level them up. There's no currency that's needed for these. To level these skills up, you get skill points from leveling up the raider. So the more you play the raider, the more skill points you get, the more powerful you can make that raider. Now, like with survivor skills, you cannot reset any of these on level up. If I had to pick something to max out first, it would probably be something related to evolving mid-match, through finishing people off. Evolving quickly is the best way to keep a huge advantage, and at higher levels you can usually cut down on the people needed by 1. So trying to get any evolution skill to plus 20, that may be worth it, especially since you don't need to, spend any of your currency for anything, just keep playing the raider. By level 21 you will have a plus 20 skill, or you can split plus 10, whatever you want to do. Especially because, as said before, you can't really reset. The only way to go for it all is to get to Raider level 161, and that'll let you get to plus 20 and everything. Now, I don't actually know if the Raider level cap is that high, so don't take it from me. But I'm saying that, assumedly, if you wanted to get every Raider skill to plus 20, you would be Raider level 161. And that's all. Thank you for watching. If you have anything else that you're confused about, or anything you want to explain to a friend but don't want to have to explain to a friend, let me explain to your friend. Just tell me what it is that you want me to explain and I'll explain it. Capiche? Alright. Have a nice day. See you later. And as always, stay sunny.